And the underlying message and questioning or even accusation that parents and or people that come here migrating, seeking a better life somehow are bad and have committed a crime for seeking a better life. So I wanted to really wrestle with this. And what I felt was needed in this conversation is to think about why people come here. And it's, the experience of all the immigrants that I've worked with for the past 20 years. It's not one where folks joyfully flee their homeland, joyfully leave everything behind, not knowing what would happen to their lives, what will happen to their loved ones that they are leaving back in their home countries. That often migration, it's an act of last resort to protect families, to protect loved ones, violence from natural disaster or the impact of climate crisis. And when you look at migration in the last several years, a lot of it has been inflicted by climate crises, where the US plays a key role in being one of the leading polluters, contributing
Hmm.
to the climate crisis that we have today, impacting the region in the continent, but certainly the world. And when you look even at more specific examples like Haiti and other parts of and countries in Central America and other parts of Latin America, you see US intervention, like
Right.
the invasion of Haiti for
Exactly.
many years, which destabilized the country and has continued or created this legacy of continued challenge and disparities and inequities in the country. And when you look at my own country, like understanding how the US played a role in backing coups in the country to remove presidents that have been elected democratically
Yeah.
in an effort to advance very neoliberal economic policies that would add the control of the US in the region and the power, but also the corporate power and the ability to build more wealth for American corporations. So, I lived this firsthand when the US and other actors support military coups in Ecuador. There's strikes across the country has to change presidents like 3 or 4 times. And the crisis just creates a loss of jobs, a closing of many employers, corporations that just felt like could shut down and leave the country and leave a lot of people without work. And so I, I thought that it was important to paint the picture of the role that the US plays in exacerbating conditions of inequity and policy and politics in countries that may be already, dealing with corruption from their own governments. And then you add the layer of US intervention, forcing people to flee. And I thought that that was especially important in a moment where a lot of the blame was pointing to parents without really acknowledging what are the
Right.
forces that get people here.
Hmm.
And because that would also inform the solution.
Yeah.
I really think that the current administration is not focusing on immigration because they really want to solve the issue.
Of
This is
course
no
not.
issue to resolve for them.
Right.
Immigration is the issue that they're using to actually build and grow their authoritarian power and to do an overreach of their power through ignoring the court, as an example. So it is an issue that they're using to build their power, not because they really want to solve it. But I do believe, Steve, that ultimately we need a solution
Right.
to the immigration system that is not reflective of us holding values of dignity, equity, and justice. We need a system that is dignifying for Americans and dignifying for those that are coming to this country, quite frankly, to fulfill labor shortages and needs of the country, but also for family reunification purposes. I think that in order for us to get to a solution, which it's my hope and part of the work that I do every day in my organizing, in order for us to get to that solution, we need to really understand the problem and all of the different factors that
Yeah.
lead to people coming to this country.